So here we are again at a different pollinator garden. Mary Lee Burnside still maintains this one, but this one's a little different in the fact that it is labeled as a Monarch Way Station, and there's many things to do to become a Monarch Way Station. For her garden, she's got many different plants here. We still have a lot of zinnias and stuff. Again, a great way to provide some nectar resources for the butterflies, especially when we're having kind of this dry weather. Now you can see here, and this isn't uncommon, we had a lot of wet weather a few weeks ago and the zinnias got a powdery mildew on them. That's what the white stuff is. Not a problem. It doesn't affect the insects or anything. It just is unsightly for the plants. You can see here there's a lot of different, here's a milkweed. Right now it doesn't have any caterpillars on it yet. What it does have on it are some aphids. And the aphids are still a good thing. They feed somebody. So no caterpillars for monarchs on this one, but still somebody's getting some food. We have some Joe Pye weed starting there. Then we have another native grass here. It's got a great purple color to it. Then there's lots of Partridge Pea around here. So Partridge Pea is kind of right here, that yellow flower. It's got very fern-like leaves. It's a great pollinator plant. Kind of hard to see. Sometimes gets mistaken for other stuff. Maybe a weed. Have some flax in here, and then this is a cool one here. This is what's left of it. This is a Rattlesnake Master, a really neat plant if you want to have some unique things to talk about with your neighbors. Here's a better view of that Partridge Pea here. Again, multiple leaflets per leaf. So this would be considered back here as a whole leaf, and then we have the little leaflets that make up the plant. And then we'll continue our conversation about how to make a Monarch Way Station. For a garden to be a registered Monarch Way Station with Monarch Watch, certain guidelines have to be followed. Those guidelines include having a garden. While the size doesn't really matter, a garden that is around 100 square feet provides enough space to provide good habitat. Wherever you place your Monarch Way Station, it needs to receive at least 6 hours of sunlight a day. Shelter also needs to be provided. This looks a little different for everyone, but you can make sure your plants are planted close together and other plants like ornamental bunch grasses are nearby. The ornamental bunch grasses allow for the caterpillars to crawl up on them and make their chrysalis. The next guideline for your way station is making sure you have plenty of milkweed plants. Monarch Watch recommends that a garden have at least 10 milkweed plants that are made up of at least 2 species. The reason for having multiple species is that they flower at different times during the season and will allow a longer period for the monarchs to live there. It is also a good idea to select native milkweeds because they are adapted to your specific growing climate. For southern Indiana, a couple of milkweeds frequently used are common milkweed and butterfly weed. The next thing that needs to be provided are nectar plants. As we have seen in Mary Lee's garden, she has zinnias and several other plants that can provide nectar. Some other plants that can be used as nectar sources are asters, coreopsis, coneflower, Joe Pye weed, black-eyed Susans, and sunflowers. The final guideline for your way station is management. Once you install a way station, it is important to manage it so it thrives. Some management tasks include watering, fertilizing, mulching, and making sure that invasive plants don't move in. For more information on native pollinator plants for Indiana, check out the link in the description to Purdue's publication, Recommended Indiana Native Plants for Attracting Pollinators. For more information on Monarch Way Stations, click on the link in the description to Monarch Watch. Thanks for joining us, and happy monarch watching!